This starting location was nothing but desert dunes for miles. However, I was able to survive in this harsh environment by establishing a powerful desert religion and by building strong infrastructure and trade between my cities. Now we are thriving in our desert world, and I'm starting to look abroad for new opportunities. In this episode, I want to focus on 4 main goals: exploration, naval power, colonization, and piracy. It's imperative that I accomplish these goals, regardless of who stands in my way. Can I successfully establish myself as a global power, or will I fade into irrelevance like so many other empires? There's only one way to find out. Okay, so here we are back in our game. Our cities are well established, but we still have a lot of work to do. For starters, I want to keep exploring with my galleys as well. Specifically, I want to explore this southern sea down here, so let's get started on that.
Alright, so we finished exploring this area of the map. There's some decent islands. I'm probably not going to conquer any of these city-states. It's just going to be better to ally with them. I might even end up going for statecraft anyways and go for a city-state game. So yeah, we'll probably ally with these guys. I will put a city here though, then grab all those surrounding tiles, and probably put a city down here as well. But we do have some more areas to explore. We've got all this coast down here, and this little outlet that I found up here as well.
Anyways, while we gear up to settle more cities, I think I'm going to start building up my navy some more.
Ooh, okay. Here's our first trade route, ladies and gentlemen. So, we've got a domestic trade route going from Copenhagen to Kaupang, and we should be able to pillage this with our piracy ability. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright, so let's settle our city here. Sail. That's funny. Sail. And let's settle our city down here.
Okay, so now the gears are turning. We've allied with Sophia, and they're gifting me their unique unit, the Huacha, which is really powerful since it can attack twice. And we're also getting great profits more frequently, which will snowball my religion more. And we finally unlocked the Kasbahs. So I really want to focus heavily on this improvement because it's really going to be the cornerstone of my empire. It boosts our culture from coast tiles significantly, which will let us get our policies quicker. Also, the Kasbahs offer a good defensive bonus as well. And most importantly, they just look sick as well. So yeah, let's gather some workers and construct these improvements. Oh my goodness, these yields are phenomenal. We're getting tons of culture, and they also provide the defensive bonus, which is huge. Okay, so now that our Kasbahs are built, I want to focus more on my navy. We need multiple strong fleets in order to project power abroad. I'm going to start by building harbors in all my cities, and then move on to galleys and caravels, which we can use for naval power, exploration, and colonization. Okay, our naval commerce and industry has come a long way. I've managed to build a decent amount of caravels, which we'll use for exploring, and we've got our galley warships for my navy. And as if to herald the new age of sail, we are now in the Renaissance era.
Oh, well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Songhai just declared war on me. We're a bit behind on military. We're behind by about 80,000 troops, so we'll have to do some military production. But we can definitely win this war.
Alright, well, no sense in beating around the bush, so let's get this war started. Okay, I've been slugging it out with Askia for about 10 turns now, and no one really has the upper hand. I did manage to secure a defensive pact with the Celts though, and I also got them to declare war on Askia, which will kind of isolate them more on the world stage. I'm also going to research navigation so that we can get frigates and corvettes to hopefully out-tech Songhai. And I also have an idea for how we can break this siege. I think I'm going to send in some special forces for a landing on this northern peninsula, with the goal of drawing out Askia's troops and giving me an opening in the south to besiege Tagaza from land, as well as with my navy from sea. Meanwhile, my cities have been pumping out galleys for my navy, so we should be able to take Tagaza now. Okay, so now that we have Tagaza, it's time to move up north to other theaters. Mainly, I want to raise all of Askia's colonies in the north. But I don't want this war to take up all my attention though. We still have other things we need to do. We just got navigation, so it's about time we upgrade our vessels and increase our exploratory efforts abroad.
Okay, let's climb Mount Fuji here to get a good vantage point. Okay, so it looks like everyone's ganging up on Songhai, which is great.
Okay, so the war is going well. I managed to take Tondibi, and now I'm continuing to move north with my frigate squadrons.
I think I want to try and settle somewhere in like this area of the world if possible. Maybe down here, maybe over here. Alright, so we've got our pioneer over here. We've got some naval ships for an escort. We've got some ground troops, and we've got a worker. And basically the plan is we're going to send all of these guys all the way down through here and around and up to this spot here. It's not the best spot, but it'll give me a base for future operations in this in the sea here, especially like piracy. Yeah, it's gonna be our little like pirate alcove over here, basically.
So yeah, let's send him on his way. Alright, so Pirate Bay is now established. Hopefully we can use this for some pirate operations in the future. I am a little bit concerned though about Spain attacking me, so I might want to get a great general down there to build a citadel, and we also want to get some troops down there as well.
Alright, so we are finally in the industrial era.
So I really want to build some train networks to connect my empire. We have a very long empire from our southern tip to our northern tip, so by connecting up with some trains, we can both boost our production and boost our unit travel times. Okay, so let's get some workers together and build some railroads to launch us into the modern era. Okay, so our empire is doing really good right now. I also managed to peace out with Songhai after taking their last colony, so we're at peace for the first time in like 50 turns. But just as things were looking up, Spain attacked. I guess they weren't too happy about having a pirate base in their backyard. And just like that, Pirate Bay is now under a full siege.
You know what? Might as well rename this. Alright, time for the fleet to set sail. Destination, Pirate Bay.
I didn't do nearly as much piracy as I wanted this episode, but otherwise I'd say we accomplished our 3 main goals. Next episode, it's going to be a race against the clock to try and get our squadrons down to Pirate Bay before Spain can take it. However, Spain isn't the only threat in these waters.